Back to this landmark decision by the US Supreme Court this morning, which ruled Donald Trump could not be prosecuted for official acts as president. Joining us live now, US criminal defence attorney Rachel Fiset. Rachel, good to see you. Thanks for your time this morning. So I guess it begs the question now, what is official and what is unofficial?
You're exactly right. That is exactly the question that the lower courts now need to decide. So the Supreme Court remanded the case back down to the trial court, and the trial court now must decide what acts can actually be brought into evidence and what acts can he be prosecuted on. So the question of what is a private act and what is an official act is what will be decided.
So January 6th, though, that can's going to be kicked down the road for a while now.
Well, that is really the greatest win for Donald Trump in this decision. It's that it certainly will not be going to trial before the election. If he were to win the election, he can then try to pardon himself and see what kind of legal issues that brings up. But no, I think all three of the remaining cases will not be heard based on this decision, and nothing will be heard before November.
Does it show how political the court system is, though? You've got 6-3 was the verdict, right? So you got the 6 from Conservative judges, and then you got 3 from the Liberal judges. Again, the question, does that show, you know, how weaponised everything is in the United States at the moment, along those ideological political lines?
That's right. So at this point, I think the court is losing some legitimacy based on the fact that it is no longer objective. There is very little agreement between the liberals and the conservatives. And there are actual political cases going up to the Supreme Court as it relates to the highest office in the United States. And frankly, that's unusual too. And then the politicized court is really coming to a forefront.
Sure. So what happens now, Rachel?
Well, I mean, from a legal perspective, the case is remanded and they start fighting about what is an official act. I think that as far as the conviction that has already been done in New York, they begin to appeal based on the fact that official acts were brought up in getting that verdict. So what happens now is a lot of paperwork and a lot of legal briefing based on official acts, and Donald Trump remains free to campaign.
All right, Rachel, good to have you with us this morning. Thanks for your insight.